It's a city where anything can happen, so what can go wrong or right as I hit up LA Unscripted. We live in a city with endless things to do, people to meet, and we want to do it all with you. Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devin, and consider LAU your tour guide to all the must-dos and have-to-tries around town. And no matter if you've lived here for years or just moved here, we'll bet there's a few finds that will be new to you too.
How's it going, Jenny?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. The epiphany for me was I was in advertising for 35 years. This has been a passion of mine forever, and I was planning on doing something with burgers. Regular burger or the fried onion burger? Being laid off, I kind of forced myself to start this business on the sidewalk. A regular double with chili on the side. I live a block away. I used to roll my griddle from my house to the sidewalk over here when I started. I had a couple tables, didn't even have an easy up or anything. And then as the business grew, I was able to get the easy ups. I designed and built these carts to carry our gear out of the new van I have here. My original burger is simple, just straight cheese, meat, and bun.
I don't even know how to explain it. I just love this burger, you know?
You know, I was grinding at home on my own. I just kind of played around with different combinations until I landed where I am today. It was just experimentation at home, and I think that's what makes my burger unique here in LA. Only a 3-stack today, huh? I don't add sauces to it. I pretty much recommend people just kind of try it as is. It's got a smoky steak kind of flavor to it. What I've learned since I've started is, I was never in the restaurant business prior to this. I had zero restaurant experience, food service experience. And you said no drinks, right, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay. The community that I've come to know and love, this pop-up community that I've become friends with, has been a tremendous help in helping me educate myself on how to run my pop-up, but also to share and appreciate all the other pop-ups in LA that, you know, we've since become friends with.
Just seen a food truck and I passed by it, and ever since then I've been coming by here weekly, and I bring my friends by here and they all love it.
I think what makes me do this every day is being able to serve a burger that I love, and also my customers. I have fantastic customers that return every week to come get our burgers. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Jesse!
From the valley to the ocean, the mountains, the desert, and everything in between, there are so many incredible enclaves to discover in Southern California. So let's see what our Jasmine Simpkins is up to.
Hello, my name is Peggy Simonian, and I'm the owner of Lucky Baldwins Pub. It's originally named after a man called Elijah Baldwin. His nickname was Lucky. He was a pioneer, came across to San Francisco. He was a gambling man and he won a lot of money. Lucky Baldwins as an establishment has been in the city of Pasadena for many, many years. Originally it was a sandwich shop. My business partner and I, David Farnworth, we bought the business in 1996. In those days, nobody was really drinking beer. They were more into wine. So we were the pioneers here of the Belgian beer movement. We did many beer events. We got dressed up as monks, and we've been doing that ever since. In order to get onto our tap list, it's very difficult. We pick and choose who we want to feature. We've got 65 different taps here.
I also heard you were knighted, which
That's
is
right.
a big deal.
It is a very big deal. In Belgium, they recognize you as somebody that is promoting Belgian beer here outside of Belgium. So in 2015, I was invited to go and get knighted by the brewer's mash staff.
Well, Peggy, you know I've got to taste some of your world-famous beer since I'm here.
I'll be pouring a couple of Belgian beers. The first one being Pirat. The second one being Delirium Tremens, both very popular beers.
This is really good. Oh my gosh. And I feel like it goes really good with these dishes.
It does. We do cater to primarily a British food menu. We serve breakfast, lunch and dinner. We serve full English breakfast on the weekends with the traditional Irish bacon and English bangers. Our traditional fish and chips, this is our #1 seller that everybody comes here for.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
It's made with beer batter. Our batter is very crunchy and crisp, and the fish is Icelandic cod.
It's so good.
A lot of people know of Lucky Baldwins all across the United States and overseas as well. All sorts of people come here to celebrate and to have a good time. So it's just always a good energy here.
Okay, so tell us where to go next, because by now you know I am Dana, down to do it all, unscripted, especially if you dare me.
There's a really great artisanal perfume culture here on the West Coast that doesn't really exist anywhere else in the States. I'm Christopher Gordon from the Perfumer Studio in Hollywood. Dana, I dare you to make a signature scent. We create the fragrances, and that fragrance can be used in anything from candles to body scents to room sprays. Our goal was to make perfumery accessible to anyone, whether they wanted to become a perfumer themselves or whether they just wanted to create their own signature scent.
I accept your dare. I am going to learn to be a nose just like you, right?
I think everyone should have a scent that they like to wear that makes them happy, confident, feel dressed and ready for the day.
Mimosa. I want to smell that one. Smells just like yesterday.
Scent is one of the most powerful senses that we have. And even between people, a person can wear the same fragrance and have it smell different than their best friend because their skin is different, because they may have dry skins, a different diet even can affect the smell.
You know how in a wine tasting, they'll have like something to cleanse your palate? Do you have things like that that will cleanse your palate?
Really, the best thing to do is to smell your own skin where you don't have any fragrance on. Coffee beans don't really work, they're just another volatile scent.
How do we get started?
So we get started by choosing one of these base fragrances.
Okay.
We've got a selection of feminine, unisex, and masculine fragrances.
I definitely think I like sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would suggest Sensual Gourmand.
Because I am one.
We write down the formula, but we keep this on file.
Okay.
So if you fall in love with it, you can always come back. We're going to do 30 drops of that. So Sensual Gourmand is here.
Now when I count, I'm going to do it very sensual. 1.
Oh, that's not a drop.
Oh, it's not? No. What?
Let's add some of the jasmine. Let's do 12. So we offer a quick 2.5-hour Saturday class a couple times a month where people just come in because they want to make a perfume. They've thought about it, they love perfume. After that, we have a foundation in perfumery, which is geared towards people who want to go into the business. They want to become perfumers. So it's more in depth, it's a few days long. So we give that a little shake, mix the oils in, and now we're going to smell the final creation.
The moment of truth. I'm so excited. It smells delicious. It smells amazing. I'm gonna wear this every day.
Wear it in good health.
Yeah, thank you. Done. Cheers. Oh my God, it was so cool. And we are just getting started. LA Unscripted will be right back. Welcome back to LA Unscripted, everyone. I'm Dana Devin, and we want to know how you live life unscripted. I mean, what does that even mean? Well, to us, it's going outside of our comfort zones, discovering new places, and meeting people that make SoCal so special.
Yeah, so it's going to be here, and then the shading, I'll connect it with the skyline. That way it can look like everything's just one piece. The first time that I did a tattoo, it was about 13 years ago. And when I did the first tattoo, I just felt like, man, that's cool, you know, I can put my art on someone, you know. I was actually born in Michoacan, Mexico. Came over here when I was 8. We grew up right here in Pomona. It was a little bit rough. I got into the tattooing industry. Nobody in my family had their own business. I remember I tried to apply for jobs around the tattoo shops around the area, and nobody would give me a job. I was just like, I'm just gonna open my own shop. My name is Jose Guijosa, owner of Killer Tattoos. My true passion is doing dyer tattoos. I'm about to reveal the championship ring.
Ya tú sabes quién es.
I became a big dyer fan. I started decorating the shop with a lot of dyer banners. Customers started seeing that we love the dyer, so they started coming asking for dyer tattoos. And I've done from just the little LA logo all the way to the whole Dodger Stadium. About 8 years ago, I did a Dodger Stadium on one of my friends on the side of the head. That one was super detailed. I remember I finished like at 3 in the morning. I posted it on social media, and right away it just went viral, it blew up.
I wanted the stadium with the piece of LA, because it's home. I didn't grow up in LA, but Dodgers is home to me. I saw his Dodger work, and I knew he was the guy who had to do my tattoo.
I'm hoping I get to tattoo a Dodger player that's haven't tattooed no MLB players yet. Hopefully I get to tattoo one. And that's like my dream right now.
So what else is everyone talking about?
Between public bikes and pay-as-you-go scooters, options are expanding to get around town.
People are using it to commute to work, make a quick trip to the grocery stores, as well as for recreational purposes as well.
Now, a new choice.
This is our S200.
It's an electric scooter with 3 wheels instead of 2.
And is meant to provide another form factor, another mobility options to serve folks with different abilities and different preferences.
The scooter is making its debut in Santa Monica, the epicenter of shared mobility.
You scan the code here. This is QR code that unlocks the Bird.
It was here that Bird made its debut several years ago, with dockless scooters you rent by the minute and leave anywhere when you're done. Since then, cities have taken a more commanding role in the rules surrounding these devices.
Offers more balance. It doesn't need a kickstand.
Chris Grant is an operations manager for Spin, owned by a subsidiary of Ford.
There's a way lower barrier to entry. You don't have to worry about learning how to ride it, learning how to balance, anything like that. You can just kind of hop on and pull the throttle and go.
You use a smartphone app to unlock the scooter. Spin also offers a way to text requests, so users can ride even without a smartphone or credit card. 2 wheels or 3. Just one more way to get around town.
Shifting gears, let's check in with Megan. Tell us something good.
What's up? My name is Joshua Videz. I'm a visual artist based in Southern California, and welcome to Matte Black Coffee.
You never thought this was gonna happen, right? When we were in class together, like I remember you were the kid with like the tattoo on your finger. What is that?
Cannonball.
Did you know then this was in the works?
I mean, not this exactly. You know, I think I've always had an idea in the back of my mind that I wanted to be known for something.
How do you explain it, your artwork?
I create these visual experiences, which I think I'm mainly known for. Yeah. And also, obviously, there's products that, you know, go with that, you know, collaborations with Fendi and Converse, BMW, New Balance. It's not only doing my own thing, but also being able to be pushed to, you know, this massive audience, you know, globally through the brand partnerships. When I was thinking about creating a permanent space was like, what could it be besides obviously like a gallery of just my work? I've always had a love for coffee, and you know, being Guatemalan, I think it's just in my blood. So my grandpa actually had like a small cafe, you know, and like bakery in Guatemala in the 30s, and that's where like the idea of creating a coffee shop came about. There's 3 partners in this program. Andy owns After's Ice Cream. James owns Moisture Coffee, which they won Roaster of the Year in 2019. He's the legitimate coffee guy, and I'm the one that basically created the space.
All right, Josh, take me on this tour. Like, this is your iconic artwork. The black, the white, I feel like where am I? How would you describe it to people?
I mean, this is kind of what the inside of my brain looks like, I guess. You know, this is hand-painted canvas. This is produced vinyl. This table's hand-painted. These back pieces are hand-painted. This is vinyl. So we were also thinking about wear and tear, right? Like, where are people gonna sit? What are people gonna touch? The floor is obviously completely hand-painted from front to back. If you come here on the weekends, there's a line out the door and every one of these pods is taken. There's kids coming in here like fully dressed in black and white.
Like knowing I'm coming to the installation.
Not even knowing who I am, not even knowing what this artwork is or that it's here. They're walking in and being like, I saw this on TikTok. You know, I saw this on Instagram. What is it? That's, to me, is like an amazing way to run a business.
Have you done this here before? Have you tried to make the coffee, or is that an art on its own?
I mean, I worked at Starbucks when I was 17.
Stop it. Also, you worked at Starbucks.
I should still have it in me.
Sprinkle it in here?
Yeah, you can.
Josh, I'm making this for you. You have to drink it. So you tell me.
Is that enough? More?
No, you can go more. You just gotta turn it once.
I tend to mess everything up. Okay.
Look at that. Go for it.
Hire me.
It's good, right?
I mean, this hits. There you have it. Cheers to that.
That's what I love about this show, making everything and every moment special. All right, speaking of, we have to take a short break, but hey, why don't you scroll through our Instagram while we're split up? That way, you won't miss us as much. That's right, it's at KTLA Unscripted. Go ahead, double tap that post. You know you want to. We love LA. There's just so much to discover, so you'll definitely want to bookmark this.
The Valley Relics Museum is a museum and event space based in Van Nuys, California. Our mission is to preserve the local history of the valley. We have lots of neon, we have cars, we have a free play arcade, just lots of artifacts, Hollywood memorabilia, really amazing, cool, visually impressive stuff that we have from all over the valley and from Los Angeles in general.
Ralph, one of the coolest part of this museum, I think, is the cars, and especially the one we're sitting in right now. What is this van?
This is a Volkswagen microbus, which was used in the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
This is the actual bus?
This is the actual bus. What that is a wall of televisions that we rescued from Jack Webb's house. Jack Webb was the producer of Adam 12 and Dragnet and Emergency 911, I think was the name of the show. They are from the 70s and they are Sony Trinitrons, and they are working televisions. I've spent a lot of time keeping them going.
Ralph, this area has a special place in your heart, am I right?
It does indeed. My family and I ran and owned the Family Fun Arcade in Granada Hills for nearly 40 years. It became the iconic place that so many people have come back and said to us, it was like Cheers of the arcade world. It's a free play arcade that is available for anyone who comes to the museum. This area is curated by Julianne Ream, and she's done a wonderful job of bringing in and displaying memorabilia from the early stages of film in Los Angeles. And a lot of people don't know that the Valley was it was a hub for that kind of thing. It was also a hub for a lot of the stars. Clark Gable, John Wayne lived here, and the Valley was kind of their escape from Hollywood.
It's important for us to preserve this history because a lot of people don't know how important the San Fernando Valley is, whether it be aerospace, BMX, sound equipment, and really spillover for Hollywood. So much came out of this place, and it really doesn't get the recognition that it deserves.
And now, what's cooking with Jess?
want one usually for the craft cocktail. I'm a rosé girl, or maybe a Prosecco in the summer, something like that. But this drink I think would be a fun one to make if you have guests over, make a picture of it. A couple of ice cubes I've got at the bottom of my blender. Just to make life easy, I bought already cut up watermelon, but you certainly could cut it up yourself. It kind of reminds me of maybe an agua fresca, right? Which is just kind of a water-like texture, but it smells like watermelon. Now to that, I'm gonna add fresh mint, a couple of handfuls. And you don't wanna start it from the beginning with the mint because it'll get too mixed up. I just want a quick chop of the mint. Tequila, I like the Casamigos, but I don't really know much about tequila. So our watermelon mint juice. Oh, this is the hard part, a bunch of lime. I'm gonna do salt and sugar rim. And then you take a lime and you go like this. Usually I only do it on quarter of the glass. I don't do it all the way around. Beautiful. We'll put in our ice cubes, stir our watermelon mint margarita. Look at this, how pretty. A splash of Perrier. Cheers. That's really good.
Okay, that is it for now. Thank you so much for joining us on another adventure around town. What's our next stop? You never know. We'll see you next time.